Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Hanara. Good evening.
Good evening.
And how are you?
Very good. How about you?
I'm great. I'm great. So, how was your weekend?
Good.
And what did you do on weekend?
I practiced a little bit about past.
What did you practice, Hanara? Did you practice speaking, reading, writing, or listening? Did you practice all of
One
them?
part.
Sorry?
One is speaking part.
What about the other parts? I told you, Anara, you have to focus equally on the other modules as well. Speaking only will not assure you a good band. You have to get a good band in other modules as well. Only then you will be able to get a good band in the IELTS exam. If you only focus on the speaking, no, it's not going to work for you. Clear? So make sure to focus on the other modules as well. Other modules are not easy. You have to put efforts. You'll have to give some time to the other modules as well. Clear?
Yes.
So how did you practice speaking? Did you record yourself?
Yes, I recorded myself.
And what are the mistakes that you found? Tell me.
Yesterday, I practiced twice. Like first one, I didn't mistake. Second
I
time, I did
didn't
some
make mistakes. Or I didn't mistakes. You need a verb with mistakes. Make a mistake. And the second one?
In the second, I made mistakes.
What kind of mistakes did you make?
Like I talked about pastime, and I used first.
I used
Like not
second form of verb.
I didn't use second form.
You didn't use second form, so you were using present in
Yes,
place of
exactly.
in place of past.
Yes.
Okay. So shall we start the session?
Sure.
So today also we'll be discussing some cue cards, and make sure to pay attention this time. I don't want you to make any mistakes, any grammatical error this time. Okay?
Okay.
You know what should be your first priority, especially when it comes to cue cards. Firstly, you should know the tense of that cue card, whether it is in future, present, or past. Clear? That should be your first priority, and then you should talk about it, speak about it. Okay, so let me just ask you the cue card. Okay, describe a time you successfully did something difficult. Describe a time you successfully did something difficult. You should say when was it, and the second point is what did you do, and the third point is where did it happen, and the fourth point is explain how you felt about it. Are you done writing?
Yes.
Okay, your time starts now. You have 1 minute to think, and I'll let you know when your time is over. Your time is over.
Mhm.
You may start.
The successful things which I did, it was when I finished my college and I applied to for work. I was looked for a job in the internet platform, then found job. But the difficultness of this job that I had to work with special kids. Then I went to the employer and she explained me how it isn't easy to work with those children. She told me that I had to be ready for if they they can beat me, they can do anything because they have a brain issue problems. But after that, I wasn't scary. I tried to uh, pass a free trials days, and after passing it, I get that I can do it. And I told myself I have to be prepared. And I think I successfully did it because I learned a lot of things from it from them, and I'm still learning. And it teach me a lot of. It teach me how to be patient with them because they're not doing it for purpose. And I felt myself very good after working with them. I really like those children, and I used to work with them, and I really enjoy when I put them, I teach them. Uh, I knew that is not easy, but sometimes um, I feel myself now good, but still I'm doing it because I love them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Anara, you spoke really well. The way you thought of a story where you have to teach such kids, but it could have been better. You could have used some better vocabulary, you could have made some better sentences. And again, I would say you were making the same mistake. You were not using the right tense. I get, I get that. No, I got that. Past and definite. I really enjoyed second form of verb. And then you said I was looked for work. No, that is incorrect. I looked for work on internet. I was looked, that is passive and does not make any sense. I looked for work. It will be in the active form, not in the passive form. Clear? And then you could have used the word specially abled kid. Clear? Specially abled kid. And then you could have said that I had to choose a different teaching method for them. Although I've taught students, teaching a specially abled kid was quite difficult. So I had to adapt my teaching methods. For some students, it was difficult to hear. So I learned some basic sign language also. This is also something you could have had. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For some students, it was they have some hearing issue also, so I had to learn a basic sign language.
Mm-hmm.
It was overall good, but it could have been better. You could have used some more vocabulary, some more words. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
I liked it the way you framed the story, but now I want you to frame some good sentences with good vocabulary. You know the skill how to think, because this is the most difficult part, that a lot of students, they cannot frame a story, they cannot think of a story within a minute. So it's a really good thing that you are able to make a story, you are able to come up with the story within a minute. But now the next challenge is that you have to frame some really good sentences with some really good vocabulary. Clear?
Yes.
And the story should be a little, it it should be more enhanced, the story. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
We could have talked about, like, I had never worked with specially able kid before that, so it was kind of difficult task for me, but somehow I managed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's how you could have made up a story. So make sure to add all these things, and try to be a little clear next time with your story and with your words.
Okay.
So let me just ask you the next story, and make sure not to use present in case of past.
Okay.